Think outside the box. A paradigm is an established model or structure. Sometimes they work quite well, but often they are inadequate or even counterproductive. Sometimes it is necessary to think outside the box and break the paradigm. Don't be afraid to ask the question, why? Ask questions of your followers, employees, customers, former leaders. Answers and ideas can be found in the least likely places. Often, the lowest-ranking persons in an organization can tell you exactly what is wrong because they see it daily from their vantage points. Developing your inner innovator. Innovation is more than just improvement on a process or procedure. It is a total redirection or restructuring based upon stated goals and research. While it can be helpful to adapt an outdated procedure or to task to today's standards, often the procedure itself is the problem, not the manner in which it is implemented. Innovators reverse engineer policies and procedures based on the new vision and goals, working from the target backwards rather than from the status quo looking forward. To be sure, not all innovative strategies will be feasible or cost-effective. Requiring an entirely new computerized network and infrastructure, for example, may cost hundreds of thousands of dollars and produce little improved efficiency over the old one. However, if you don't start thinking outside the box, you will miss many valuable solutions that can and will work. Note that change should never be made simply for the sake of change. Change can be exciting, but it can also be unnerving and difficult for employees. Constant change causes frustration. Moreover, if you seem to change too many things too often, you will lose respect, as your followers perceive you don't really know what you were doing, so be sure to plan your innovations carefully. There should be solid evidence that a new way of doing things is likely to work before you invest money and everyone's time. Keep focused on the goals and be willing to break the rules if they need to be broken. Just make sure they really need to be broken and you don't break something that needs to keep working. With proper research and planning, you can dare to be bold. Seeing room for improvement. A strong vision does not lend itself to mediocrity. A drive to excellence always seeks improvement. If you accept 95% efficiency as a goal, the efficiency will inevitably slip to 90%. If that's considered good enough, it will become hard to keep it above 85 and so on. A vision is a goal that is strived to achieve. Goals must not be unrealistic or unattainable, or the followers will simply give up trying altogether, becoming dispirited and demoralized in the process. If 95% of people fail to meet a standard, then that standard is likely too high and must be changed. On the other hand, the bar must not be set so low that little or no effort is required to meet it. Based on your vision, set high goals that are attainable but with some degree of difficulty, and reward those who meet the goals. If a large number of followers are meeting the goal, raise the target. If only a very few are meeting it, lower it somewhat. Investigate any potential bottlenecks that might be stifling progress and resolve them. Talk to your followers about possible solutions. The people who actually do the work are far more likely to be able to tell you why they're having difficulty accomplishing a task than their supervisors. Lobbying for change. To lobby for change, you need to influence people and excite them to your vision. You may need to persuade a reluctant boss or fight a corporate culture that doesn't understand what you are trying to do. In that case, you need to demonstrate why your requested change needs to occur. Do your research and always enter a meeting by being prepared. Study the situation and present all of your findings in a short report, preferably with simple charts or graphs. Give them something they can easily understand. Have the details ready in case you are asked a question, but don't overload people with facts. Show as clearly as possible how your plan will effect positive change. If you are lobbying your own followers, the same is true. You may want to revolutionize a cultural change. Perhaps you are a shop manager and people are unmotivated. You may need to bring about change slowly rather than with one big dramatic gesture. On the other hand, you may need to shake things up in a big way. Whatever the situation, you can successfully lobby for change if you attack the problem with a plan, sound reasoning, and infectious enthusiasm. Enabling others to act. As mentioned before, you cannot do your followers' work for them. Besides, if you do their work, what are they getting paid for? You have your own work to do. This is the ultimate goal of the Hersey Blanchard situational leadership model, to develop your followers to the point where you can delegate tasks without a lot of oversight. To be a true leader, you must enable others to act responsibly and not encourage bad worker habits by compensating for them or overlooking them. At the same time, you cannot berate a follower for trying hard but making an honest mistake. The goal of a leader is to empower others to work. To the extent that you can do this is the extent that you will be successful. Encouraging growth in others. A positive attitude is essential to encouragement. No one likes to fail, and many take it very personally. While failure should never be rewarded, an understanding attitude and positive outlook can work wonders. A child only learns to walk by falling down many times. The focus is not on the fall, but on getting up. The goal is to walk, then to run. Meeting with an employee one-on-one is important to positive motivation. Here again, you must use the power of listening. Avoid blame when something goes wrong and focus on the reason for the failure. You may learn someone needs more training, more self-confidence, or more freedom. You may learn someone does not have the tools needed to be successful. You will never know if you don't ask questions and listen, or worse, if you berate someone for a failure. If someone is willfully defiant, then feel free to be stern and resolute. Take disciplinary action if necessary and document the conversation. If you allow someone to be defiant or lazy out of a misplaced concern for his or her feelings, you will be performing a great injustice against the rest who are working hard. In most cases, people really do want to do a good job, and they have a sense of pride when they meet a challenge. Creating mutual respect. You will never be worthy of respect if you don't give respect. Respect should be given to everyone at all levels unless they deliberately do something to lose that respect. You need to build respect in other ways as well. Be visible to your followers. Show them you are available and interested in knowing everything about what they do. Develop and demonstrate your knowledge of the organization and details of the product, service, or operation. If you are perceived as being knowledgeable and can answer questions, you will not only earn respect, but will motivate others to learn as well. The importance of trust. Respect inevitably leads to trust. Do what you say and say what you mean. Under-promise and over-deliver can help manage expectations. If you are given a task you know will take you 1 hour, say you should have it done in 2 hours. You never know when you'll get a phone call that eats into your time or when an emergency may pop up. If you get it done in less than 2 hours, you will be perceived as a hero. If not, you can call and apologize that it will be a little later without much trouble because you said you should have it done. You didn't promise that you would have it done. If people feel they can rely on you, they will trust you. Also, let people know that you are not asking them to do anything you would not do yourself or have done in the past. Work hard and be seen working hard. If you come in early and see others who are there early as well, stop by and simply mention that fact positively. A simple word of recognition will go a long way to earning respect. Without respect, you will never have loyalty, and without loyalty, you cannot trust your followers. Without mutual trust and respect, you cannot accomplish great things. Remember, while your people need to be able to trust you, you need to build them up to the level where you can also trust them. Sharing rewards. If your followers are going to share in the work, make certain they share in the rewards. If you are going to get a bonus for a successful task, share at least a portion of it with your followers. More than one employee has felt betrayed by leadership when the boss gets a big bonus and those who do all the work get nothing. You don't need to give them half or divide it all up among all your followers, but you should at least throw them a party, provide a free lunch, or give everyone a pair of movie tickets or a lottery ticket. Do something to show they didn't work hard only to see you take all the credit.